Hi, everyone. This is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Mamelin, Psychic Medium. Welcome to a collective love reading for all signs. If you found this reading is meant for you. It can also be for any sign of the person that you're thinking of. This is a no contact, no communication reading. What is your person thinking and feeling? We're going to ask Spirit what guidance they have for you during this time. Spirit, if you could please share with me anyone who has come to this reading, messages from their person. What is it that you want them to hear today? I am listening for you now. Let's get this guy that's jumping out. Self-interest. Were they being selfish? Was it up to them? The number 45. Were they making choices just taking themselves into consideration? So self-interest, you want to take back that power is how it just came. You want to make sure that you're putting yourself first. I have memories, lots of memories, thinking of you, wondering what you're doing, where you are, who you're with. Definitely, thinking about you. So we're getting that energy. Anomaly. Okay, that's coming into me as you're the only one. You're different. You're special. You stand out. So they're starting to realize there was something different about this connection. I have commitment, number 8. Finding a way to be committed. Can I be committed? Can we get back together and find a way to be committed to this connection? And let's get one more. I have a scavenger, like a scavenger hunt. I feel like I'm searching for you. I'm searching for something. They could have pushed you away because they felt like something was missing in their life, or they hadn't completed, it wasn't perfect. I mean, no relationships are perfect, but I feel like, they're saying bottom of the deck, a routine, just this feeling of maybe it was becoming just a routine, or we do the same things over and over again. And it wasn't fun and exciting and, those types of things coming into me. But, relationships change over time, and it takes two people to keep that excitement alive. So welcome back, everybody. Welcome to anybody that's new. Please remember to hit that like and subscribe button. Please comment below, obviously, if you'd like to claim this reading. It's yours. Spirit, please share with me these feelings. What is this feeling of memories, like thinking of you? Definitely thinking of you. I have a Chariot in reverse. I have the World, okay? World. I have a Star. And let's get one more. Let me see what I'm feeling. And I have a Knight of Cups. So they're having, look at these. These are all big cards. First of all, these are all big cards, all major cards, except for this Knight. But I felt like I'm happy with you. I was really happy with you, and we did have it all. And I was ready. It just came into me as like the promises that I made you were real at the time. They were true. I didn't lie to you. I was in love with you. I do feel for you. And then it's like they stopped, like they changed directions. Something popped into their head or popped into their energy, and they just decided that they wanted to go in a different direction. So let's ask Spirit about that for a moment. It could be interference. I have a 7 of Wands. I have a Knight of Swords. I have a 4 of Wands. All right, so that's coming into me as moving away from a commitment, or talks of a commitment. They've started to feel pressure in some way. What are we going to do next? What is happening in this connection? So I feel like they were having a hard time with just like deep conversations about commitment, something along those lines. Doesn't mean that they don't want it in the future. It just means that it kind of spooked them and scared them out of the way. Spirit, share with me. I have strength. It's almost as if I feel like I wish I was stronger. I wish that I could have been there for you. I wish that I'm sorry I gave up. It is how it's coming into me. Either I gave up too soon. I'm going to say it that way, like the person who I don't know. They weren't willing to fix it. They weren't willing to repair the damage or work on us. And they're realizing like they kind of just walked away without even trying. You know, the person who didn't really give it their all, didn't just decided one day they wanted something else and they didn't really try to fix this. They didn't even want to fix this. 7 of Pentacles. Now they're realizing like the time and effort that they put into you. I don't know. You may be looking for something else, or they didn't find what they were looking for. Spirit just said, okay, they went out looking for something else. So it was almost like they walked away from all the time and effort that they had into you in building this relationship. And none of that mattered. And whether it was years or months, it's this feeling of, I know that I just walked away, and I walked away from all the time that we had together, all that we've been through, everything that we had built up together. And they didn't even give it a chance. Like, they didn't give it a chance. So I'm going to ask Spirit, like, now what are they feeling? Because now they're feeling regret. All right. So I definitely have feelings of regret. I definitely am feeling, okay, bottom of the deck, I have the Hermit, and the walking away from you. I feel like, I don't know if they were prepared for how lonely it was going to be, that they had either built a life around you, had you always around, you guys were always communicating, you were in their life. And now it's a feeling of, I regret walking away, is how it's coming into me. So let's keep going. Let's see what their feelings are, if they're changing their mind. But I do feel like they threw in the towel before they really had the answers. And now it's like they're kicking themselves a little bit of, you know, I shouldn't have given up so fast, or turned my back on this connection after all the time that we had into it. Something along those lines. Prideful, their ego, their pride was at stake, the number 14. So they went with their ego. Their ego led them. I want something else. I want, the grass is greener on the other side. I deserve more. I'm out of here, whatever it was. But their ego and their pride, I guess, led them astray. A breakup. I'm really feeling this breakup. They are having a hard time with, I didn't realize that if I walked away from you, I was really ending this. I was really pushing you out of my life, because you could have turned right around and said, walk out that door and I'm done and I'm not taking you back, you know? So I don't think they realized the consequences of what they would feel when they weren't in contact with you. So now they're really starting to realize the consequences. It's going to take time. It would take time to repair this, repair my heart, come back to you. It will take time. It doesn't feel like it's over, but this person is, you know, filled with regrets. Flirty energy. I'm going to say I miss the beginning. You know, I miss the fun. I mean, everybody misses the fun. Everybody wishes that we could stay in that, you know, the first few weeks that you fall in love with somebody, the first, you know, handful of dates. But that's not how, you know, it works. You know, we've become involved in each other's lives, and people have, you know, responsibilities and stresses, and, you know, all of a sudden it's not all fun and games. It starts to turn into a relationship, and relationships take some work. So maybe they're saying, I just miss that fun newness, and I wanted that newness again. And I was looking and searching for that newness to fill some kind of void. Can we be friends? I don't know. I go back and forth with that. Some of you can handle being friends. Some of you can't handle being friends with somebody that you're in love with. So I always see that as a way for them to stay in your life and keep tabs on you. And if they ever want to come back, they can like switch back to not being friends. So I always say, you know what, it's kind of all or nothing for me, but that's up to you. Intimacy issues. I'm struggling with sharing my feelings. But it grows in time. All right. So these feelings have grown in time. I'm going to say feelings of loneliness have grown in time. I feel like that they're really starting to feel the separation. I want to work it out. I want to work it out. My pride got in the way, and I guarded myself. Okay. I was guarding myself, and I want to work it out. So how do we work it out? Let's ask Spirit that question. Obviously, this person is having second thoughts, okay? A change of mind, something like that, change of heart, that, you know, I regret what I said. I regret, I didn't realize how hurtful this was going to be. You know, they did it to themselves, Spirit just said. It's like they know they did it to themselves, is how it's coming into me today. So, and then I feel like you push them away after you realize. Seduction, high heels and seduction. Yeah, it's a feeling of I miss the fun. I miss the newness. I want to be seduced. I want to seduce you. You know, maybe that part of your beginning stages of your relationship was really exciting. And then all of a sudden it became, you know, a routine. And they didn't like the fact that it was not as exciting as it used to be. Well, that's up to them to create the excitement. You know, like it's not going to stay that exciting all the time. It's risky to take this person back, roll the dice. I know that it would be a risk. Are you ready to risk your heart again? I believe turning over a new leaf. Are they changing? Did they change, Spirit? Lips, desire you. So physically and sensually, I would say that they miss you. They miss the fun times. They miss the good times. But that's not going to be enough for you. You need to know that they're going to be there for you emotionally. You can't just take them back because they want to be with you. I felt like this was a fairy tale in the beginning. I felt like this was a dream come true. I was happy. You were happy. I do feel that. And then, you know, things slowed down and they weren't there for you, something like that. I want to smooth things over with this butter. Okay. A sunflower growing tall. And let's get one more of these. I have a gift for you. One more. Let's see. I have a unicorn, fantasy island. You know, they could have said, I want more. You know, I miss the excitement. Let's just throw that out to you. And then you say, well, that's fantasy land. You know, we can't stay in that, you know, that sense of we're falling in love forever. You know, we love each other. We take care of each other. We are there for each other. But this person who wants to constantly be in that high, romantic seduction stage, you know, that's a player energy. That's somebody who they chase that energy because it's a high for them. They like to see if they can catch somebody. They like to see if, you know, they go through all the firsts with somebody, the first time they kiss somebody, the first time they make love to somebody. You know, it's always new and exciting. And then if that excitement wears off, do they move on to the next person? So you have to realize, does this person's energy, do they regret that they've made a big mistake? Or are they realizing that people just don't stay in that new, exciting energy and that it's partly their fault if they didn't keep it new and exciting? They didn't keep the spark alive. They didn't keep the flame alive. They weren't willing to do different things. Nothing matters anymore. I give up. I'm feeling depressed without you. I'm struggling without you. I like to work together to have more stability. So they're realizing that you could have been the best thing that ever happened to them. You're stable, you're secure, you had a steady relationship. You guys lasted a long time. You invested time into each other, and they gave up too soon is what's coming into me. Like I threw in the towel, and I just didn't work on this, and I don't know why. So they're either realizing their part in it. I'm hoping. I'm ready to break free. I wanted my freedom. And they could have said that. I just want to be alone right now. I want to date other people. I don't want to be in a relationship. And then they turned right around and started dating other people. So it's their sense of I wanted my freedom because they didn't want to do the work. They weren't ready to do the work. So If they're changing and they're ready to do the work, that's a different story. We want to talk to them. But if they're not changing, then you're going to be right back where you were. There's nothing I can do about it right now. I feel limited. I don't have the energy to put into fixing this, which is a kind of a cop out for me. Either they're saying, I don't want to put the energy into this, or I know it's just going to be too hard to fix. So they'd rather do nothing, which is really not something we want either. Sexual, let's play. I feel like this is what they're missing. They're missing the good times, right? They're missing the sexual energy, the good times, the fun. And then when it became hard, all of a sudden it was, I don't want to do the work. This is too much work to be in a relationship. So they can't have it both ways. They can't have one foot in, one foot out. I feel your pain more than you know. I'm empathetic. Okay. So I know I hurt you. At least they're acknowledging that they hurt you. They're acknowledging that they are, Spirit said sorry. Maybe they haven't even said they're sorry to you for some reason, you know, and that's something that you need to hear. So they are regretful. They do feel that. I'm about to break. I feel weak. I miss the sexual play. I miss you. I want to make you smile again. I mean, those are very encouraging feelings. You know, the person who walks away before they really thought something through, they walked away from an investment in another person that they enjoyed, that they loved, because something got in their head that they deserve something else, or there was something else out there. And then they, you know, all of a sudden they wake up one day and they realize, I'm alone, I'm depressed, I'm not happy. I miss your smile. I miss your voice. I miss us being together. How about I just miss the us, you know, the us that we were. And that's when people start to really have regret that they really made the wrong choice, that they shouldn't have pulled the trigger, you know, something like that. So it is definitely I'm starting to realize my feelings now that I'm out of this connection. I'm actually realizing my feelings. So unfortunately, it took that. My hands are tied. I was feeling codependent. I didn't want anybody telling me what to do or where to go or what was going to happen next in my life. I've been hurt too many times by somebody being unfaithful. There could have been some jealousy issues going on in this connection. So for some of you, wise, I found the wisdom needed to change. Okay, so are they ready to change? Have they changed? Are they about to break? I feel weak. I don't want to play this game with you anymore. I'm about to break. How about a breakthrough? How about no more games? How about that we give in and we look at each other eye to eye and we admit our wrongs and we admit, you know, why somebody says, I just want something else, or I need my space, or I'm struggling with finding myself right now and I don't know what I want, let alone what I want with you, you know. So we have to get to the place where we can talk about those things. And I feel like your person is certainly missing you. No doubt in my mind missing you. I feel like they are realizing they gave up too soon and they walked away from a good thing. And now it's like a breaking point, you know, that they're just feeling weak in the knees. And should I call? Shouldn't I call? What would be your response? Would you take me back? Do you want this still? So there's a lot of mixed feelings. So I do feel like this is it could be a twin flame connection. It could be a twin flame connection. That's why we're struggling so hard. I need time for me. I'm sure that that's what they said. I'm sure that was the reason. They said, I just need time to think. I need time to heal. So I'm sure that that was something they said. I am addicted to you. I'm thinking of you. You know, that seduction card, that, you know, this feeling of seducing you, wherever that was. I miss you. You know, I'm still obsessing over you. I'm about to break, you know, because I've been obsessing over you. I didn't think that when I pushed you away, what it would do to me. Like, they thought that this is what they wanted. You know, that's what's really going on. This is what they thought they wanted. And now that they're out there, they're still not happy because they took themselves with them. And now all they're doing is obsessing over, who are you talking to? What are you thinking about? What is going on in your life? Are you with anybody else? Or are you talking to anybody else? You know, so you've got somebody who, even though it was their choice and that's what they thought they wanted, it turned on them. It turned on them that their feelings kind of caught up with them, didn't it? Spirit, what else do you need me to know? I am coming. I want you to trust. So like an Ace of Pentacles, I'm coming back. I'm coming back into your life. Trust. Spirit saying, no, you may not take this energy back. You may say, you walked away from me once. You're not walking away from me again. So some of you may not be even interested in taking this energy back. So for some of you, you are still willing to talk. Wait for me. 7 of Wands. Be patient. Even there is someone else. You know, are you with somebody else? Because I'm addicted to you. Is there someone? Is there someone else? Are you with somebody? Are you talking to somebody? So here's the obsession. I mean, it's driving them crazy. You know, this feeling of, I might have said, I don't know what I want, but the thought of you being with somebody else is driving them crazy, you know, but you're an adult. And if you're not in a committed relationship with this person, they can't expect you to wait for somebody and to not be attracted to somebody else. Or if somebody wants to ask you out on a date, like they gave up that right when they ended a relationship or turned their back on you. So right now it's a, I don't know, catch-22, right? Like they should have thought about that before they walked out that door. They should have thought about that you will be with somebody else, or other people are definitely attracted to you and want to be with you. You are so beautiful. Why do you need me? So here's the insecurity. You could be with anybody, and the thought of you being with anybody is upsetting them. So we've got somebody who I feel like is filled with, oh, they're reaching out. They could be reaching out with this ace. Okay. They could be reaching out, Ace of Cups. You already know how I feel. You know what I'm thinking. All right, let's get a couple more. I got the wrong advice and I want you to choose. They got wrong advice from a friend, or they listened to somebody, or they just listen to their ego. Could be as simple as that. I want you to choose. Do you have to choose now whether you take this energy back or you walk away once and for all? You know, you could be, I don't trust that you're not going to walk away again. I love you, but you just up and left and didn't, what did they say? You gave up too soon. Now they're regretting that they walked away. So I know you from somewhere. It could be a past lifetime energy. 6 of Cups. My life started when I met you. 2 of Cups. And let me hold you. You know, it's sad because it's a lot of memories, right? It's a lot of, I'm jealous of not being with you. I'm obsessing over you. And I feel like it's because they did it. You know, they did it to themselves. My life started when I met you. Let me hold you. So that is what they're thinking of. That is what they still are, you know, reminiscing over. This person still has some healing to do. This person still has some growing to do. When they're ready, they've got to be in a mindset of, I don't want to give up on this connection, and I trust you, and I'm the one who has to come back. I'm the one who has to come back and prove to you that, you know, you want me also. And then the final message, Spirit saying, will you choose me? You know, if I come back, you know, will you choose me? But right now, I'm too afraid to talk. So they've got to come back. I don't want anybody that's afraid to talk. I want somebody that knows clearly what they want. I want somebody that is saying out loud to you, I don't want to be with anybody else. I don't want to walk away from this love again. I want to put in the effort. I want to put in the time. And then, will you choose me? Is this somebody that is ready to start again? Bottom of the deck. I'm ready. That's what we need. We need this person to step forward and say, I'm ready. I'm ready. Do you want me back? So until they do that, until they face the consequences of their actions and they admit their feelings, this person has got to figure out what it is that they want. And they've got to admit that they really regret what they did to you and the hurt that they've caused in this connection. So we're going to put this out into the universe, and we're going to ask Spirit to continue to heal you both and guide you both. I want to thank Spirit for this reading today. If you're new to my channel, please remember to hit that like and subscribe button. Thank you for your kind words and comments. If anyone would like to book a private reading with me, please check out my website at KathyMamolinsPsychicMedium.com.